let's see, Hasan sock the
The
dog.
situation with Hasan Pikachu possibly electrocuting his puppy gets worse every time he opens his mouth about it. And it would be hilarious if it wasn't for the fact that it really looks like he shocked his dog and his audience just said,
Yeah,
"That's
he just keep denying it.
alright." As a day after the incident, he tried to explain this isn't a shock collar.
This is the one that they saw. It has the capacity to vibrate.
Why is he covering? I mean,
Are you happy?
let's show it properly.
That's it.
To which the internet quickly investigated, increasing the exposure to expose he was covering something with black tape.
Terminals onto which the shock prongs are fitted have been removed, or filed down, and covered with electrical tape.
Uh-oh.
But the terminal's support escutcheons are still obviously present on the unit.
Where XQC even matched up the remote Hasan might have been holding.
Does that look like what we're looking at into this? For his height, how long is his thumb? Because if you look at it, right, his nail is about the exact same distance between the marking, and the writing, right?
And this wasn't a one-off thing, where multiple internet sleuths discovered the tape, comparing it to the actual $100 shock collar, where the vibration-only version has completely different components compared to what Hasan was holding, to which the electrical tape tried to conceal, but the internet
Yeah,
is
why is he putting tape over it though?
simply too smart to trick, as once
Yeah,
you
that's
hit a
weird.
certain level of internet notoriety, you can never get away with lying ever again. The online community simply has too many minds, too much time, powered by probably a bit too much Tylenol. Someone in his audience, or more likely someone he's previously pissed off, is going to know more about shock collars than he does, and like Kaya, will literally jump at the opportunity to expose him for being the trash that he is. As Hasan is suddenly shifting to, but shock collars are alright.
Even the e-collars that do shock are unironically used to train fucking like service dogs and shit.
Interesting how the left always walks down this same exact
Okay.
path of admission.
It's
From
downplaying.
it definitely didn't happen to, okay, it happened but it's rare, and finally, yes, it happens a lot, but here's why it's a good thing. As let's recap what happened. His dog gets hurt, and it's his mom's fault.
She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
And then
The dog is allowed to move, right?
the dog
What?
hurt herself.
Yeah, she yelped because she fucking clipped herself on something when she was getting off the bed.
Then the dog doesn't even have a shock collar. To now, electric shocks don't even hurt.
A shock collar is not even like actual
Well,
electric
shock yourself then. What?
execution. It's like a Thames machine.
As nobody acts like this if they were innocent, where if somebody spammed in my chat, "Decoy electrocutes his cat," I'm just going to ignore it, as when you even acknowledge random accusations, you just set a precedence of the moment you don't deny something, suddenly you have something to hide. But even if you do immediately say, "No, I didn't do it, here's irrefutable proof," you don't follow it up with, "I didn't do it, but some people recommended I do. And even if I did do it, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. And why are you bothering me about it when there's literally a genocide happening?" But what's even more disgusting is his followers
Yeah, nice topic.
uploaded doctored video
That's
footage
shipped to genocide.
to
Everything's
defend
alright.
him, where they misaligned the audio to match the yelp to when she did hit her dew claw. And not only is Hasan's chat banning people for simply Pikachu plus dog emojis, apparently Twitch as a platform
Pikachu.
is now defending him by banning anybody in any chat for referencing the shock collar. And even off-platform, where far-left Reddit has
Yeah,
resorted
Hasan has that much power over Twitch, huh?
to banning the word Hasan, where the 75,000 upvoted video from 4 days ago had his name, but ever since, he's referenced as Streamer, the LA streamer that's mad at Moist Critical, and my favorite, person who recently
Yes, crazy.
received significant criticism online. But it doesn't prevent every single subreddit's comment section from non-stop making fun of Hasan's shock, as this is just the Streisand effect in action. The more they try to control the narrative, the more the masses will buck back just to spite him, as every time Hasan tries to beat the allegations, it just brings it back to the forefront. He tried to pretend he was in on the joke, replicating the mean memes about electricity, but when Charlie spoke up about him,
Even a non-streamer, like a complete
normie, average Joe Schmo, if you went to their house and saw that happen, or like, hey, did you just shock that dog? They'd be like, oh my god, no, this is a clearly
Yeah, any normal person would have been.
saying, no, that's not what happened.
That's
Like,
weird.
I feel like most people would be very quick to show you and prove that it's not a shock collar because it's so quick and so easy to do. And the fact that he doesn't is odd. Like, it is very peculiar.
Hasan got angry that he didn't come to him first to get his pre-approved talking points.
That's the reason why I'm annoyed. He could just like unironically reach out and be like, hey, what's going on here?
Bruh, no one cares about you, bruh.
And I'm not trying to give Hasan advice here. I think he's a scumbag for reasons completely unrelated to his treatment of dogs. But anytime he acknowledges this, it's just fuel to reignite the flames of his stupidity, informing new people of his horrible behavior. As Asmongold reacted to Hasan's reaction, to Charlie's reaction of Hasan's original action,
I don't really think that Hasan has a problem with Charlie's content. I think that Hasan has a problem that Charlie's content is involving him.
and now I'm reacting to that reaction. Somehow
Now
Hasan's
I'm reacting to it.
equally idiotic uncle reacted to Asmongold,
I don't know who Assman is. I mean, people say maybe that he's
Assman?
got a following, but I've never heard of him, right?
which gives Zach another reaction video, which just turns 1 million views about Hasan shocking his dog into 3 million views. Where now, there's even Amazon product reviews referencing the incident,
It's a good one.
as obviously a lot of
Yes,
Asmongold's
it's a good thumbnail.
viewers will be recycled. But every time it spreads to the next platform, you're just reaching an entirely new group. And honestly, I think if Twitch, Reddit, and the rest of Hasan's fan base wasn't desperately trying to shut this down, that random guy wouldn't have taken the time to make that meme, find that shock collar on Amazon, and post that review. As Shoe on Head, again, has the best take on this, saying even if Hasan didn't shock his dog, it still doesn't explain him getting angry at his pet for briefly getting up during a 4-hour livestream. As no matter what, even if you subtract all the weird claims he's made, the electrical tape, and the insane explanations from his fanbase, it still doesn't detract from the fact he's a terrible dog owner and overall person. But this is what it all comes down to.
Yeah, the dog needs to be taken away.
Hasan's audience aren't normal fans. As a while back, I wanted to live stream more,
I
and
mean, they're ridiculous.
I wanted to do some market research, and the only person I really knew of was Asmongold. But then I found the Steak and Eggs podcast after it already was cancelled, so I watched a bit of Tectone and Amiru live streams. And not knowing many other people, I watched a bit of Hasan as well, just trying to see how these guys fill up 8 hours a day, every day, when I barely make it through 2. And there was this one interesting observation I noticed while watching them, where Asmongold and Tectone had very similar audience interactions as I would. You talk about your topics and pepper in some comments for conversation whenever you get a moment. But watching how Amiru interacted with chat just reminded me of flirting. The playful banter back and forth, the bashful smiles and laugh reactions, it was oddly exactly how Hasan reacted to his chat. Now he's not like that anymore as he's only gotten angrier recently, but it's just an interesting insight as to why Hasan's core audience will never turn on him, as it isn't so much regular guys hanging out with another regular guy like Asmongold. Hasan's fans have more of a bizarre parasocial relationship with him, which is sad because whenever you see Hasan
Depending every move.
interact with his fans randomly in the wild, it really looks like he can't stand them because even he sees how pathetic they must be to watch Hasan live streams. So if you appreciate my
Yeah, who is watching all this? Okay.